Hey, and happy Harness Your Hump Day. It is, wow, the last Wednesday of 2020. And I know we've been probably counting down this year since March and April, but wow, it's finally here. And I know that we put a lot of hope into new beginnings and new year, but today I kind of wanted to just share some thoughts and some reflections on 2020 from a business owner and from a personal and when you own your own business. So if you have struggles or if you've got questions or just things you want to share so other business owners and other people know they're not alone, feel free to write in the comments. We'll address them and kind of talk about them. So today is really, I just want to kind of share my 2020 as a business person, owner, and personally. And hopefully that will give you guys some strength to kind of reflect on your own, because really that's what I want out of today's video is to really take time to reflect on the things that aren't quite so bad. Hey Fred, happy New Year, sir, and the people that you appreciate. Susan, good morning to you as well. So I just want to jump right in. Yeah, 2020 sucked. um, but there were some bright sides. Personally, this was the most challenging year I've ever had, and those of you that own businesses know that when one or the other is out of whack, it does affect the other. So if your business is off, or you're struggling, or there's something there, hopefully you have the personal life going well, or vice versa. If your personal life isn't going well, your business is struggling because of that. And it's weird. There's people make books and they write books and make millions of dollars on this. But here's the deal. Everybody's situation is very, very, very unique and very different. Yes, you can read all these self-help books to try to get guidance, but here's the deal. Only you and if you're a faithful person like me and God know what's best and what path you're on. A book's not going to tell you that. So I was very thankful this year that despite going through some very, very challenging and personal life changes, business was stable. I will tell you that. It was stable. It was not good or anything, but it was stable. And what do I owe that to? I'm going to tout myself just a little bit. I think it's the leadership that I had to be able to put in place the right people at the right time to make that happen. I'm going to be honest, this year, HDM was probably single-handedly ran by Lynsey and Michelle and Crystal. And it's such a comforting feeling to know that you can rely on your coworkers and the team, especially if you put that team in place. And no, it wasn't fair to them. And no, I wasn't always at 100%. And that's, those of you that know me, that's where I want to be and that's where I need to be. But this year, after 10 years of 150% nonstop, guess what? I took it down to 50 to 75%. And I did feel a little guilty about it at times, but I know that I can't continue to go into 2021 this way. So I need to get off my ass and get plans and get things situated. Personal things are always going to happen and they're always going to come up. It's how we deal with them. And I'm not proud of how I dealt with them this year. I should have been more into my work and into the business. And it's okay. It's okay that those things happened. So when you look back on 2020 like I do, yeah, there were some very big and huge challenges and things that just sucked. But I got to tell you, there were some beautiful, beautiful, heartwarming, life-changing things that happened too. And I was fortunate that God helped me slow down. I think he helped us all slow down to see those things. And whether it was to spend more time with family, whether it was to just relax and be present and in the moment, or new opportunities, or some of you might have written a book that you didn't have time to do before. I have a couple of friends that did that. That's pretty awesome. No matter what it is, don't look back and think that it was incredibly horrible and terrible. it was just challenging. And when we look back on 2020, did those challenges make us stronger? Did they bring us together with people? Did they separate us from people? I mean, really dig deep and think about how it affected you in your relationships with people too. I lost friends this year. I did. I lost friends. I can't tell you the last time that's happened, but I did. But I gained friends, and I think that I gained the right friends. And when you lose friends, I believe whether it's business or whether it's clients, some things are just seasons. We never, ever, ever truly know what's going on with other business owners, with our friends, with other people that we come in contact. We never, ever truly know. We think we do because of the people we trust that tell us, but we never really know what's going on with that person. And friends can be of season too, which means seasons come back around. Just like bell bottoms and some of the other fads, they come back around. And if that's not scary, watch TikTok. You'll find out how much things come back around. So think about the impact, the positive impact that you had on people's lives in 2020. Think about the missed opportunities, not to depress yourself or to make you feel bad, but think about those missed opportunities. What could you have done better? I think about that. I think about I'm one of those people that runs scenarios. I think it's a military thing. I don't know, but I keep running these scenarios to have all these possible outcomes. So to try to be as prepared as I can. But here's the deal. I can run 5,000 simulations in my head, and the one that's going to come to me is going to be the one I didn't account for. So, just have some understanding and humbleness that it's okay to try to be prepared. It's just not always realistic. And slow down and try to just see what that moment is that you're supposed to see, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a client, whether it's trying to provide the right services for a client, or just being a good friend, right? So business owners, something else I kind of wanted to just bring up. We're losing some of you. Some of you had to let people go. Some of you have had to make drastic cuts. And for those of us that care in the small business world or in any business world, we take that personal. Why? Because it's literally our money. It's not someone else's money. It's our money. It's what we raise. It's what we work together to do. And we take those things very personal. So my heart goes out to those of you that had to close shop. My heart goes out to those of you that had to let people go. Because I'm going to tell you, I think about my team almost every night. I pray for them. I pray that their safety. I pray for their financial stability. I try to do everything that I can to take care of them. But the fact is, a lot of things are out of my hand and my control. And as much as I am a doer and I make shit happen, there's some things, and I found that out this year. It's been a great lesson. I can make a lot of shit happen, but I can't make everything happen. So it's very humbling. And that applies to businesses, organizations, and that. Personally, I got to tell you, I had some huge wins this year. I have, for those of you that don't know, I start out my day every day. When I grab my phone, it is not for social media. I go straight to my Bible app. I do my devotion or devotions, and I think and reflect on that. I say a prayer. And then I go to any other things, email and social media. But that's how I start my day. I also went to the gym every day at John A. Logan while they were open. And I exercise 5:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. I don't think I missed too many days. I've been off the last month, I believe, because they had to institute that if you were going to work out, you had to wear a mask, and that's just not doable for me. I get nosebleeds from dry. It's just a mess. So I had to suspend my membership. I was devastated because I was really working on mind, body, and soul this year. And I will say, I think I did a great job. And I know that we'll get back, and I'll get back to the gym as soon as they open back up without the mask mandate. And I'll be good to go. But I went down a pant size. I gained some muscle. I started sleeping. Okay, those of you that know me, oh my gosh, this is huge. This is huge. Those of you that know, for years, 10 10 years, maybe 10, 11, 12 years, I've only been averaging 3 to 5 hours of sleep on an average every night. Now, yes, I would take some naps on the weekends and stuff like that, but literally for years. After some life changes this year, I get 6 to 7 hours every night, and I can't tell you how relaxed I am, how happier I am. Yeah, it's been great. So getting that done has been amazing for my health. Hold on here. I'm going to say hi. Hey, Joe, if you're still on, good morning, Joe. Thank you. Karina, 2020 sucked. God bless everyone's heart. Well, we'll focus on the God bless everyone's heart. Yeah, it was a little challenging. Susan, lots of personal growth, learning how to run my business. This is the year that works out the kinks. Good for you, Susan. I'm very proud of you. Very, very, very proud of you. Those of you that are on, if you just jumped on, if you have any struggles that you want to share that might help other people, business owners, organizations, anything, let us know what you've done in 2020 to look back and say, hey, it didn't necessarily suck. It wasn't my favorite year, but I had some wins, and I did too. And I put in the comments in the description that, some things that we're thankful for at Harness Digital Marketing for 2020. Probably the biggest, Lynsey and Paul's wedding. It was beautiful. They were able to pull it off and have a wedding that I think that they will remember and that they wanted. So I'm very happy for them. We celebrated Crystal's first year with us. Michelle keeping us organized and moving forward. We're very thankful for Michelle. Our clients, past and present, we thank you so much for your commitment and dedication. We did lose some clients this year because of finances, because they needed to hold back. And it's a chain reaction of things, right? If it was something that we could have done, that's great. I can't fix completely COVID and all the expenses and all the unforeseen things that some of the business owners are going to have. Hopefully we can help raise and increase money, but sometimes it's just not fast enough or at the level that we need. So, and I understand, for the most part, marketing is one of those things that are not budgeted for consistently, or they're cut. So I get that. Not a bad deal. And the other thing, the community nonprofits that we worked with this year to raise money and awareness. Wow. We got to be a part of, on Giving Tuesday, the hashtag GiveSI, and a collaboration with, oh my gosh, with WSIL and the radio stations and everybody that came together. We raised over $130,000 for local organizations, and we brought awareness to them, and what an opportunity to be a part of, right? And those of you that know, that's the core of my business, is that I try to give back what we make. So when people work with us and they sign up as clients, I always try to make sure that I give back to the communities they live in, to sponsor, to promote any of those things. And I really appreciate the businesses that allow us to do that, because I can't give donations like they can't give donations if we don't have people supporting us. So small business always gives back to local communities. And when we lose clients and when we lose revenue, so does everybody else. So it's a really unique thing where we're all connected and intertwined together to make things work in the community. Let's see who else we got here. Joe, being healthy is the win this year. Absolutely, my friend, and you are incredibly healthy. John, in 2020, there's been lots of things that were out of my control, so I harnessed, funny man, the thing I could control and ran with them. Love you, buddy. Hey, I love you too, and man, congrats on your transformation, getting back to the gym. I know it's amazing how we want to physically look good, not only for our self-esteem, but it's amazing how it helps us mentally, right? So I just feel so much more like when I go to the gym and I go consistently, it's like, oh, this is coming at me, squat. This is coming at me, squat. People complain about the pain and all that. It's the after effect of, like, when you create that habit of going to the gym, and you look forward to it and you condition your mind to, like, this is what I'm going to do for me, not anybody else. And then you start to feel the relaxation. And sometimes it does take a while. But if you don't go into it looking for the outcome and it's just like, I'm going for just this day and I'm going to go the next day, and you're not mentally looking at, this is what I'm going to look like. I didn't even realize I had these pants in my closet that I've not been able to wear in years. And I just decided, I ran out, I had to do laundry, and I ran out and I was like, crap, I know I'm not going to fit into these. And I put on one of my favorite pairs of jeans, and guess what? They fit. I was shocked. So it's just those little wins that you don't realize. And I wasn't doing it to necessarily lose weight. Did I want to? Yeah, but I really just went for me. I went every day just for me. Fred, this is the year we learned to appreciate every interaction with a customer. Oh, that is amazing, Fred. And for you to say that, because I feel that's one of your biggest strengths. Like when someone's with you, you are present with them. You make them feel special. And I think that that's a talent. That's a gift that God gave you. And I think it's one that is definitely your in your utility belt, or your Batman utility belt. You have that gift. And it's one of the reasons why people want to do business with you. And that's why you're the suit man. You're the suit man. Vince, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Vince worked with us for a brief period of time, and he had to go on to bigger and better things. This guy, we were too small for him. What are your thoughts on Apple's new update potentially affecting Facebook's ability to track and target potential prospects? Wow, yeah. Going into 2020, I think that, 2020, we saw some major changes in social media, mostly because of the presidential election, right? Mostly because of that. I don't have all the specifics on that, Vince. I've skimmed some articles through Feedly on this. So my input will be 75%, like not completely based on fact. There's about 25% in there that I need to read up a little bit more, to be completely honest. I think that from a marketing standpoint, it's huge, right? It's huge for people like you and me that have small businesses that try to use it ethically. My problem is we know that these resources are not necessarily ethical, and they tend to favor big business, not small business. So there you go. I have concerns. I see potential, but it's like anything. Small business is going to get just the little bitty pieces of it, right? And the only ones that are going to really win are the big companies. Now, if Apple takes a look at blocking or only allowing certain things, if their API, if they don't make it open, that's huge, because a majority of consumers download the Facebook app, and that's how they're consuming that information, is through the mobile device. So if there's a war between those two, it could affect marketing and advertising for sure. But what I like, we always have to be creative. There's other platforms. I'm telling you, as much as I'm excited, not excited, I think TikTok's going to really have to be looked at for businesses. They've got a business platform now. So I think we're going to have to look at that as well. So I hope that answered your questions on that, Vince, on what are your thoughts on Apple's new update potentially affecting Facebook's ability to track and target potential prospects. I hope... I don't know if there's anybody else on there or anybody else interested in posting a question or how 2020's been to them, but we see it all the time. Shop local, support local businesses. Just remember, another way that you can help them is by giving them feedback. If it's constructive and you don't want to hurt them, take it offline. Say, hey, Tom, we worked with you back in whatever and currently, and I think if you did these things, you could do a better job. And I think we're so scared to give people feedback because I'm going to be honest, business owners, we hold our businesses like babies, and sometimes we don't want to hear the truth. It's hard. But hopefully we can take that constructive criticism and that feedback and turn it into something positive. And that's why I've always been a big push on let me know how we're doing. My team is in charge. I don't micromanage. That's not how I lead. And they are in charge. I'm a resource. I'm here to support them, and I'm here to make them successful. But when they need something with a client, I'm here to make sure that happens. Otherwise, that's their client. And I'm very proud of what they do. Susan says, and to get interaction, you have to give it. Like and comment others' posts. Yeah, But here's the deal, Susan, and this is it. If you don't like the content, don't do it just to do it. I think once a week it's nice just to support someone. But if you're not feeling it or you don't add value, don't add fluff. I mean, actually, literally take the time and go in and look at the content and see if there's something that you can interact and engage. But it really is ultimately, Susan, it's our responsibility to create content that gets that is engaged or engageable, if you will. One of the things that you can do is go directly to a person's page, right? You don't have to wait to see it through the Facebook algorithm. You can actually go to it and have someone look and just scroll through and interact. Because remember, Facebook is not going to allow you to see everything. That's actually unrealistic with the amount of people that are on there. Look at Twitter. Twitter, everything goes in there, and there's no way you can see everybody's content. Another way to support is to change your viewing options to see first. You can force content by some of your favorite pages, and that's always an option, and that's always good, not only for like your local chambers, but it's good for businesses. It's good for organizations that you want to support to see their content and give them feedback. If you're not seeing something from them, let them know. If you see a lot of misspellings, let them know. But try to take it offline, because that's when people get a little bit personal. They're like, why would you do this online? Well, sometimes people's intent is not to hurt you. It's not to harm you. Sometimes people's intent is just to help you. And we all do that in different ways. Sometimes I know my help can be a little too upfront and brutally honest, and I try to be very conscious of that, but sometimes I just want to help. I don't want businesses to go out, especially small businesses. I definitely don't want small businesses in the same industry of mine, in the same location, to go out. I like competition. It makes me strive. It makes me work harder. I don't want to be the only option. That's horrible. I want to be the best in the group of a best of people. That's what I want. I want to be the Michael Jordan in the NBA. I don't want to be the Michael Jordan that nobody goes see and that's never seen played, right? I don't want that. I don't want it just to be me and our team. I want it to be, I want to be able to work with the best and be in the best. And there are many great digital marketing companies out there, locally, regionally, nationally. And I'm just doing my part with my team to make the best we can for the clients that we go after. So, all right. Vince, you're the best, Tom. Take care. I'm going to try to tune in to more of these live streams. Thanks, Vince. And actually, my new software allows me to bring in guests. Would you like to be one of the guests on the show sometime, and we could talk? And you are a pioneer, as young as you are, but you're still a pioneer in some of the Vine, the Musical.ly, all that stuff. That would be really great to talk about someone that's younger than me, that actually was on those bandwagons that have now converted. So that would be good. So if you're interested, message me. It's Wednesdays at 8:30, and let me know if you can do that, and we'll schedule you in and make that happen. Megan, what systems did you implement during COVID that you are going to continue next year? Oh my gosh. Okay, Megan, I hope you're still on here, but if not, and it's after the fact. I am not a fan of remote working, okay? Part of it is control, right off the bat. Part of it is control and the institutionalization that I grew up in, where you go to work, right? You contribute, you work as a team. It's so hard for me to look at what does a team look like virtually. I've read some books and I just haven't been able to buy in. So guess what? Boom, COVID comes, right? So we worked, because we're a small office and we can space out. We still worked here during the time for some of it, but when it got really into the heat of it, we started to work remote. And I want to say we worked remotely for 30 to 45 days. I can't remember. So what happened? Oh my gosh. I got feedback from my team. We utilized a lot of resources. I'm a person, I have to be around people. That's how I get my ideas. That's how I draw energy. That's how I can basically move and function, right? But I got to remember that Harness Digital Marketing isn't about Tom. It's not about what's best for me. It's what's best for my team. My team did really well. I still think there were some holes that we need to look at as far as accountability to help me without micromanaging. I just don't like micromanaging. I want to give the resources and tools to my team and let them go, but I got to make sure that they're still doing what they're supposed to do. And it has nothing. My team is great. Again, not on them at all. It's me. So we implemented this. So what came out of it? I allowed my team to work 1 day a week remotely, and we split up a Friday and a Monday, right? So I made it a Friday and a Monday, and Lynsey designates the days that she's going to work. I think they're usually Mondays. I can't remember. And then I think Crystal takes Fridays, or it's vice versa. But they give me a schedule, and they work remotely. They check in. They are available, and I think it's gone well. And I think it's helped me dip my toe into the water a little bit to make that happen. So I think remote work was the biggest implementation that we did. And I am excited that I'm open to that, and I'm thinking of ways that I can make it better. But a lot of it just comes back to, for me, accountability, and how Tom, can handle what that looks like and make it different. I'm okay with change. It's just one that I have to be able to buy into, and that has consistency, and that I can do. Because for some people, for leaders, we can only do what we can do. Like, you can teach me how to be a good remote leader, but maybe that's just not me. And then I have to start thinking about other things that I need to do, or I need to find someone in here. So if that's the direction HDM goes, then I need to find a way to fire myself from that and find someone else that's really good at that if we decide to go more virtual. So I think that's the biggest thing. Good morning, Brian. I'll see you later. Any other questions? These were great. And, I really hope that a lot of you don't look back and just say, I want to forget and hate. I hope there's at least three things that you can go back and say, you know what? This is what's good that came out of 2020. I've got more than three. And I don't want to focus on the things that dominated and really hurt this year. So, Megan, have a hard time working at home as well. Lots of distractions. Thanks. Happy New Year. It is hard. And Happy New Year to you too, Megan. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful end of the year. And I hope that 2021 goes into making it even better for you and your family, your personal life, and the business side. I wish you all the best. Anybody else before I jet out of here? I didn't, when I talk, I don't get to drink my coffee as much. And I got three. There's this. My daughter got me 2 new coffee cups for Christmas, and I got a sticker from the coffee place I like, Black Rifle Coffee, and I put the sticker on there. So there you go. All right, everybody. As always, if your business or organization could use digital marketing and wants us to hashtag turn the light bulb on for your business or organization, reach out to my team and I. We'd be happy to work with you. We're very community minded. We're very community customer service friendly. Have a great day, Joe, and everybody out there. Be the reason someone smiles. All right? Be the reason someone smiles. Have a great day.